And good morning to women who rock with Success Media. And of course, this is your host, Miss Diane Winbush. We're coming to you live on our Zoom streaming on this morning versus our audio podcast. But we have a wonderful celebrity that's in our studio on today, and we would love for her to be welcomed to the audience. And we thank everyone, first of all, for being here. And we want to welcome to the podcast Fiona Frills. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm excited to be here.
Great, great. And we're excited that you are here. So we're going to get into the midst of it, the meat and potatoes. So tell us a little bit about you.
I am currently 18 years old. I own a teen Gen Z focused beauty and skincare company, and I'm also a YouTuber. And I also do TikTok and Instagram, all the social media stuff. So yeah, it's super
Okay.
fun. It's super fun.
Oh, okay, great. So what was the age that kind of got you started on this journey? And the second part of that question is what compelled you to be able to reach out to other teens to encourage them?
Yeah, for sure. So I started YouTube when I was 11 years old. So I was
Oh,
real
wow.
young. I was just like a little baby, basically looking at like my MacBook camera, filming just random little videos because I was obsessed with watching YouTube. I was homeschooled, so I had a lot of free time. So I'd be making videos. I started uploading them on YouTube. And for the kind of journey of it all like happened so organically, which I'm really happy about. Like I feel like
Right.
my goal in life was never to be like a YouTuber. Like I just genuinely loved like filming and being on camera and coming up with ideas. So it happened very organic, which I absolutely love.
Okay.
And for like the teen community, I think, oh my gosh, there's like something in my eye. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm blinking really weirdly. But it was like something in my eye. I was like, no. Anyways, for the teen community, I really wanted to create a safe space and a inspirational space for teens because teens I feel like are always looked over. I feel like so many people are always like, "Oh, she's just a teenager." And I still hear that today. Like I am still a teenager and I still hear it and I'm like, "Oh my god, like when is this going to go away?" So I really wanted to create a space where people could feel accepted and listened to and heard. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how has that been rewarding for you? You know, some people they're good at it, and some people are not so good at it. You know, as I was talking to the audience last week, you know, my hat goes off to Lori Loughlin's daughter. I can't think of her name. Take to save my life, but she's also a big YouTuber dealing, you know, with makeup and different little things, cosmetics and what have you. And so I just like it when women can be able to touch the ground and then go straight up. I like that. So
Mhm.
how is that rewarding for you? What does that do for you to continue to have you energized in that area?
Yeah. I would say overall, like Gen Z and like the teens and like this generation are so inspiring. Like the amount of people doing insane things like continues to inspire me. So like and I also love talking, like as I've said like 100 times already.
Okay.
So I love talking and I love like hearing what's going on in people's lives. I'm a big like problem solver, which is like a good thing and a bad thing. Sometimes I feel like I solve problems and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have solved that problem because it wasn't really a
Right.
problem. But I absolutely love just people sharing and me listening and just trying to understand. So overall, it is such a joy working and understanding teens.
Okay. So do you have a lot of teens that come back and bring you feedback and what have you? And I know, of course, they do, but sometimes teens also look for like a private, you know, empowerment session or an encouragement because, as you stated, teens are going through so much, you know, with adolescence, peer pressure, and then, you know, we have some issues where people, you know, be wanting to commit suicide and things, and then here you come up with this new, you know, this brand, and you just make it vibrant for everybody. So, do people follow you to be able to get empowerment and enrichment every day? Does that impact them wholly and make them whole by the products and services that you provide?
I would say It's a mixture for sure. Like, I don't know everyone's opinion on me or like what they're thinking, like yada yada. But I do think that they come to have an outlet, because overall, I feel
Okay.
like all teens can relate on we don't feel very listened to.
Right.
So it's just a very like happy place. Obviously, there's people who have hated on me before. There's like little things that have happened, of course, but that's social media. That is just the internet for you in a nutshell. But overall, I think people want a community, because who doesn't? I feel like a community is like the best thing. You feel supported, you feel like inspired. So yeah, I think that's like the gist. I don't know. I need to do some more digging on that. Maybe
Yeah,
interview a
maybe
few
do like
people.
a poll or something. You can maybe do like a poll to see what they're getting out of it too. Because even though you're serving, it's that's what you're doing. You're serving your brand, and you're serving your audience, and just get something from it, and then and that's I promise you that's really is going to help your ratings just go straight up in the air, because sometimes people, even in the midst of the little hustle and bustle with the makeup and with the food products and things like that, some just like you said you want them to be able to have a place where they can be able to come. Just think about what you can be able to grasp from them if they come in and they want to share things with you, which can also open up an additional brand extension for you as well. Just think about that. Just keep that under your hat for a little bit. So the next question, so talk to us about some of your products and food. I know I saw where you have food products, like a food line or something like that, and perhaps like a no, okay,
I,
okay,
I don't have food. I wish I
okay,
had food. It's beauty and skincare, so not
okay,
food, but I
okay.
love food. So yeah, I wish.
Okay, okay. So sometimes some information be missed out there on the internet, and people say, "Okay, she's selling food. She serves food too." Okay, okay. So anyway, we'll stick with the beauty and the cosmetics. So just talk to us a little bit about that, about your cosmetic line.
Yeah, so I started developing it when I was 13. My skin started really struggling right around the age of like 12. I was trying a lot of beauty products, skincare products on my skin for like YouTube, and I was breaking out so heavily. I was like, what's going on? Like, oh my God, what's happening on my face right now? So I like started like asking my friends, my family, and they were all like, Fiona, like you're just like going through puberty, like your skin, it's gonna change. You might have acne for another 10 years. And I
Mhm.
was like, 10 years. I was like, no. I gotta think of
So,
something here. So
right.
I stopped wearing like all the products I was using, and I started researching the ingredients in all the products. And I was baffled. I was like, how are these ingredients like allowed in like products in general? And
Mhm.
especially if they're marketed to a younger demographic, because
Right,
teen skin is so sensitive, like just beyond sensitive.
right.
So I decided to develop it. I work with a lab in Hayward, California,
Okay.
and we started developing the products, and we launched in 2017. Skincare, makeup, everything's very easy though, very easy to apply, because teens are always on the go. They're always doing something, that's for sure. Even like, going to a sports game, hanging out with friends,
Mhm.
and everything is like dermatology tested and non-comedogenic. So
Okay,
yeah.
great. So how is coming up? This is something that you had kind of been inspired to do ever since at the age of 11. So how did that incorporate with education as well? Because of course we've had a lot of teen entrepreneurs. Monique Coleman, and I think that's high school. Something that the high she played in the high school. Education or something like that, some kind of high school movie and what have you. And so we always talk to all of the teens, 18, 19, 20, and under that, and then 50, 60, 70. Okay. And so how was that difficult to incorporate even with your education? Or was it just a flow?
Like incorporating other teens, or like just working on like the
Just
project.
working, no, working, trying to do education, like school and what have you. And I know that you said
Oh,
you was homeschooled as well. So how did you was able to incorporate that together?
yeah, that I will have to say, time is like it's hard, especially when you're doing a lot of stuff. Like it's
Okay.
like overwhelming, especially with school. I am fortunate that I was homeschooled.
Okay.
So sorry. There's someone just walking right out by my window. They just stared at me. They were like, "What are you doing?" Anyways, yeah, no, that was like hilarious. You should have seen his
Okay.
face though. Like I was like trying not to laugh. Okay, but yeah, no, it's definitely it's hard to manage. But I'm grateful I was homeschooled because I really got to organize my schedule to like make everything fit.
Mhm.
But I do think it is still possible in actual like public school or just private school, like whatever it may be. I do think it's possible, but time management will be your best friend for sure.
Mhm. Absolutely. So some of the teens that we have had on the show in the past, had different mentors, different other individuals who have inspired them, such as Oprah Winfrey and what have you, to be inspired them to be able to go just a little bit further into what it is that they're trying to achieve. So were there any mentors along the way, even now today, to be able to continue to keep you motivated and impacted?
Yeah, I would say honestly, like my mom is a big one, which I feel like is cheesy, but it's true. She's a very smart girl. Like I don't like
Oh,
she has like the biggest brain ever. It's like ridiculous. I have like this much of it and I'm grateful for this much of it.
okay.
But yeah, no, my mom is a huge inspiration to me. Same with like Selena Gomez, Kylie Jenner. I mean, I don't agree with everything they do, but like those are like two because well, Selena Gomez just because I've always like seen her. I remember her when she was a tiny kid and then grew
Okay.
up, and Kylie Jenner because she started this company, and it's just she's always been someone that I've been like, oh, she's so cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, those are like two people, but mainly my mom, to be completely honest.
Okay, okay, great. So, talk to us. We're going to talk about Frilliance. Frilliance, that's cute.
Mhm.
Okay, Fiona Frills, Frilliance. And so, did you get that name or created that name from your last name, or was that something that you got from a different type of inspiration?
It was actually like it wasn't just because of my like last name. I wanted to do something with like a powerful word. So I was like brainstorming and I was like, brilliant. I was like, oh, I like the
Mm-hmm.
word brilliance. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, brilliance, because my like both of my initials are F. So I was just going crazy with it. I was like, I'm gonna mix some things together. And it just stuck with me. You can't overthink too much because you can overthink for literally like years, actually, honestly, your whole life. So
Right.
you got to just do it.
Okay, okay, great. So, tell us about your mission with Frilliance. We gathered that it's created by teens, a teen for teens, and Frilliance is clean skincare cosmetics focused on safety, control, and breakouts. So, do you take this beyond YouTube? Is this something that you do for the community, or is this something that you perhaps maybe bring awareness about acne or something like that? Tell us about your full compact mission as to what you want and it's not really just about teens. I'm pretty sure grown-ups, take a part with what you're doing as well.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, oh my God, I'm like blanking. I'm like, wait, what was the like exact question? I'm so sorry. My like brain just went like bloop.
Okay, okay, no. What I was asking was your mission, your overall mission for Frilliance as to, for teens, do you take it beyond just YouTube? Do you impact the community with your products and services, or you just share your product lines on YouTube and then allow the viewers or the subscribers to be able to follow you that way? How big
Uh,
is Frilliance? How far do you take Frilliance?
Yeah, for sure. Well, currently we sell on Amazon, we sell on our website, which is like a part of our community for sure. And
Yeah.
then we also just launched in 500 Walmart stores. The whole uh like
Okay.
mission behind Freelance is really being accessible. Like
Mhm.
that is something that I really care about is
Okay.
accessibility. I really want everyone to be able to buy it. It's all pretty affordable. It's like drugstore pricing, a
Mhm.
little bit more than drugstore pricing because we do have a lot of really good ingredients which are more expensive. But yeah, it's the goal is definitely to be successful. Well, yes, that too. But
Okay.
no. Oh my God, why accessible? Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if you had a long-term goal that you would be interested in achieving for Frilliance, what would it be? What would be a long-term goal that you would like to see for your product and brand? You know, 5, 10 years
Yeah.
later on down the road, I would like to be able to have Frilliance perhaps in Merle. Well, I'm not gonna say that Sally's Beauty Supply or something like that. What would be a long-term goal for your product?
I would say to be in Ulta, Target, and CVS. Like CVS for
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
like all of those would be incredible. I want it to be as like easy to get as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be a huge goal for sure.
Okay. Okay. And we're gonna go with the short-term goal. What would the short-term goal
Short
that you would like to accomplish probably within the, we'll say the next, if it would be the next 60 days? What short-term
Oh,
goal, yeah, that you would like to accomplish
okay.
with Frilliance?
Yeah, it's hard to do anything in 60 days, to be completely honest. Like it is pretty hard.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
kill to come out with a very large like shade range of acne fighting concealer because a lot of people cover up their pimple with concealer. So I
Mhm.
really want to put more like acne and fighting
Right.
ingredients in there so it's fighting your acne while you're covering it.
Okay.
And I really want like it to be like a huge shade range, which is really
Mhm.
difficult because each individual shade you have to test separately because each pigment is slightly different, which can alter it. So it's like a whole process. So yeah, that's a goal. I still don't know if it can happen in 60 days though.
Okay, okay. So with the last question, I got a couple more questions for you, and so this one is maybe a little challenging, but just think, just we're gonna picture it. Okay,
Okay.
you got
Okay.
this product line, and then you also provide ways to help teen women and adult women to be able to secure all of the problems that are going on. And do you ever think of an aspect of you perhaps maybe providing more than what you think? Because just think about it. If I got bad acne skin disorders or diseases, and now here's this lady, she comes along, and she's this teen YouTube creator, she comes along and she makes me beautiful overnight. Just think about that. Just that's an impact. I'm serious. So does that kind of I guess resonate with you a little bit? Because that's the reason why I was saying it would be good to open up a poll session about that as to what you do for other women. It may be more than what they can be able to come. It can be more than what they can be able to share, because you're just like this all the time, day in and day night, day in and day, and but to them, it's an opportunity for them to stop and say, guess what? This lady has really done the bummer for me. She has sent me over the hill where I can be able to make a choice to have products that's going to cleanse my skin. She's doing more for me than what I can be able to purchase from her. She's doing something on the inside for me. You see what I'm saying? Makeup covers
Mm-hmm.
up a lot of things. Sometimes people be going through, and I don't mean to maybe take the interview this way, but I'm just trying to help you to be able to see it in a different way as to how you may be helping other teens. Sometimes teens put on makeup, Fiona, to be able to move away from any type of negativity that they perhaps may be going through. And now you come in here, guess what? I'm going to the you. Oh, guess what? Fiona has uploaded another video. This is an empowerment for these women. And so that's the reason why I wanted to encourage you. Everybody has their own brand, everybody has their own strategy, everybody has their own business plan, but that would be something very, very beneficial to those teens and adult women, that you will get their feedback from them as to how the makeup and cosmetics is helping them. You see what I'm saying? Because I see another something else that may be coming down the road once you open up a little bit more to your audience. I really, really
Yeah.
do. And you're impacting
Yeah.
them more than what you know. So, but until you open up that poll and get their feedback and see how you may be helping them, on different other magnitudes of level, because that's important, right? It's important about the
Mhm.
product. It's important to sell the product. It's important to market and advertise the product, but it's also important that they stick with the brand. So I'm going to use this example and we're going to move off this question. So for years, when we were coming up at the house, we were raised by our grandparents. We used Tide, and that's all I use. So that's a connection that stuck with me ever since a child. So today I'm 50, I'll be 53 this year. So that's something that has resonated with me. Just think about what those teens get from you when you are giving them something that goes deeper than just on the outside of the cover, just beyond the outside of the makeup. Just think about that. So just
I
think
love
about,
it. Yeah.
yeah, just think about that. Think about what am I doing for the teens? I'm making them beautiful. But just think about what else am I doing for the teens? Just do a poll one day, and I promise you're going to be shocked at the results and what you get. So with the last question, we of course we know that you got plenty of followers, but with our audience, we want our audience also to follow. Any books that you have published, you can be able to share that, and you can also share your websites and your links with them, where to find your products and services on Amazon. You can be able to do that at this time.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So all of my social media channels, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of it is Fiona, Fiona Frills, Frills. And
Mhm.
then my website is Frilliance. It's literally spelled like brilliance, but with just an F in the front.
Right.
And very simple, or I mean, kind of
Yeah.
simple. And yes, you can look it up on Amazon, on Safari, Google Chrome, boom, it pops up. And you can also go into your local Walmarts. On Frilliance.com, you can find the store finder, and it would mean so much if you went in the stores and checked it out. So yeah, thank you so much for having
Well,
me.
and thank you so much for being our guest on today. And so, Women Who Rock with Success, you can be able to follow us at Women Who Rock with Success Media.com. And of course, we're going to be able to post our guest today. We're going to add her to our website as well. And so, you can go to our Facebook account. Facebook.com, Women Who Rock with Success Media.com, and then you can also see who's the latest guest that is coming up, which will be, drum roll, Tuesday of next week. And so we thank everyone for tuning in on today, and thank you, Fiona, for being our guest.
Of course. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.